Guys, welcome to Rock Lab Fan Club. My name's Liam. I am one of the Hostel Brothers here. I've got my good friend Francisco Space.
What's up, everybody?
Francisco, had been a bit of a random day today. We had Tesla last night. We've had the sell-off of Tesla. Look, that's kind of expected always after Tesla's earnings.
Oh yeah.
Me and Francisco are actually having a bit of a chat before the stream there about Tesla. We both done a similar play, bought it down as we were dropping. I was expecting it to go a little bit further, and I was going to keep buying in on the way down. We didn't go down much further. Could tomorrow. I will be buying more as we go down. I was sort of saying, Francisco, Tesla's one of those where I seem to sell it when we run up quick, and then I buy it then after earnings, but it's going to keep working until it doesn't. One day Tesla will just take off, and that's all she wrote. But you're not here to talk about Tesla today. We're here to talk about Rocket Lab. And specifically, we'll focus quite heavy on the Golden Dome. We done a bit of a stream last night on the Golden Dome and where we've seen it coming. I've actually brought a project forward to quite a few of our guests. Majority of them are in on the project. We will be discussing the Golden Dome and how it affects not just Rocket Lab, but all space stocks. We'll have the likes of Redwire, ASTS, we'll have the likes of Amperman, Space Investor, my good friend Francisco, Jacob, of course, Chris himself. Chris isn't here tonight. I think he was running a little bit late from work.
Yeah, he's working hard to buy some more Tesla, he said.
Well, I heard he was in Wallops digging the river up. But...
Oh, that's what he's doing? We got to mess with Chris a little bit. Now he's working hard. We know that, like, he has to work hard for his money. He has some struggles, and, like, he's trying to make ends meet. So, I mean, happy that he got a job and that he can still work and he can live to fight another day. We love it, Chris.
You know what? With Chris and the struggles, it really fires me up to make this whole channel, this whole project work.
Right.
I would love to be able to look back and say we can make Chris financially free, whether it's the people we're meeting, the education we can get from all different people, or it's the people in the chat who can supply us with.
Yeah, maybe the people in the chat do donations like Jacob. To that money,
well, someone donated. Send in $100 left, right, and center. That man is minted.
It's like those $100 went to a fund for Chris. Right? That's what I said, right? That's what you guys did.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
anything
like that, Chris will be getting money because we do know how much Chris is struggling, and he is working hard. He is here every day. The only reason he ever is not here is because he's working. Man works 24/7. Don't know how he does it, but do you know what? We'll get into this. Vim says we need a Rocket Lab announcement. Any catalysts for the next leg up? We're gonna talk.
I do believe so, and I believe there's a lot of them coming in the second half of the year. So don't blink too much.
Yeah, do you know what? We were having a bit of a chat prior to the stream as well about different stocks, and like we were talking about Virgin Galactic and how we had lost money pretty early on in it, and this messing around with stocks. And even we were like the likes of Rocket Lab, where some people mess around with Rocket Lab and they think they can play the market, where we're bouncing between this $45 to $55 range or $53 range. And it, as Francisco said to me, that'll work until one day it won't work. And then you'd be left depressed as anything if you got your beloved shares called away from you. So that's one thing I'd never sort of push people to do, is play with especially the high conviction stocks. I've come off quite a negative stream there about an hour ago where we were talking about Archer Aviation with a lawsuit and it felt like I was going into my supporters, where I've been really an advocate for Archer Aviation, and it felt like I was doing them an injustice by saying a little bit of bad news to them. But do you know what? I'll always come in here when I think I'll wear my heart on my sleeve. If I thought Rocket Lab there was negative news around it, I'll be the first to come on and say there's negative news. If I think there's positive news, I'll be the first to come on and say there's positive news. But Vim, there is a lot of catalysts coming up. We will discuss a few of them tonight. Vasily and C, you were there in that stream. Thank you so much. You're supporting every single one of our shows. Finally entered into ASTS 5445. Yeah, ASTS
good, I guess.
Event take place. Was that after hours?
Was that after hours? Right at the I think right on the 4 o'clock, right after hours, they hit the news. But I'm happy for you. 54 sounds good, but I am finally out of ASTS at 60. I just sold as all-time highs. If it pulls back more, I'll get back into it. Like I said, ASTS is a play that I do. Like, I wouldn't mind being invested in it, but my heart is not on it. Like, it's Rocket Lab. My cornerstone of my portfolio is Rocket Lab, and it's the company I love the most. So everything else is pretty much trade. Well, Kratos I like, but a small amount of companies. But ASTS is mostly a trade for me. I know a lot of people love it.
Yeah, it's one of those with ASTS. I would love to be involved in ASTS. I'd love to learn a little bit more about it. We have had Amperman on talking about ASTS and explaining it to us. But it just feels to me, even buying at that dip, what are we, like $5-6 off the all-time high? Why wouldn't I buy Rocket Lab at $5-6 off the all-time high if I'm going to do that? I believe in high conviction. That's got me to where I am today. High conviction, not very diversified. I wouldn't, unless your risk tolerance is absolutely insane, I wouldn't recommend it. It's worked for me up until now. You just got to remember, I am slowly diversifying out now as I've grew my capital. But at the very start, to me, it didn't really matter if I lost my initial investment, because I could just put my initial investment back in. Whereas now, if I was in one stock and something catastrophic happened and I lost the money, I wouldn't have my portfolio size to just be able to reimburse myself back in. I'm on OS. Big shout out, you were there and all. Hi guys, I bought my first 10 shares. Is this of Rocket Lab on Tuesday? Well done, my guy. Welcome to the family. You're in for a nice ride, I believe. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like you were saying. I have people that they were telling me oh, I'm playing with Rocket Lab in the 30s, buying and selling. I'm like, man, that's gonna work until it doesn't. But with SDS, I could do that. But with Rocket Lab, my heart would be broken if I lose some of my shares. They say not to fall in love with a company, with a stock, but man, me and Rocket Lab have something. We have something special going on here. And I'm I love Peter Beck and I love Rocket Lab, and it's just hard for me to let it go. I can't even picture myself letting it go anytime soon. It's that crazy.
But it's one of those, I couldn't play it. And the guys that were in the stream an hour ago will know exactly what I'm saying. I couldn't play with the likes of Archer, Joby, or Rocket Lab. I just couldn't. I couldn't be buying, selling, messing about like that. Yes, you might make a nice amount of money, but I would just be so afraid. We know how quick this can run, and you'll get caught on the wrong side of it very, very quickly. And look, I'm not very big on options. Francisco doesn't do it. Selling puts, potentially, if I've thought about it with the likes of Rocket Lab and thinking, if I get put the shares, I've just grown my position. I'm happy enough. Cover calls, I just stay well clear of, my guys, because as Francisco said, if you want to wake up the press, that's the quickest way to do it. That'd make me sick. Not gonna lie, I actually wouldn't be able to sleep at night because we know how quick this stock moves. And
exactly
we
why I
got an
would do it.
announcement tomorrow that look, we're aiming to be on the launch pad by, I don't know, give a random date, 1st November or something like that. The stock will fly. So
no, and that's the bare minimum. It could be like something with that congressman that Peter Berg was talking to.
yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they're putting pictures, that there's stuff that behind the scenes, there's stuff being worked. Because if they put it, I mean, Peter Berg now has been in less than a month with generals, like with with people from Congress. So I don't know, something is cooking behind the scenes. So I can't take the risk. If I do something like that, like you said, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. I don't go to sleep doing research for Rocket Lab. You know what I mean? So imagine if I would do something like that, I wouldn't go to sleep. I can't do that to myself. I will get nightmares. Like literally, I think I will get a nightmare that the stock ran and I'm like, and I lost my shares. And I don't know. I would lose it if I do that. I can't play with that. I mean, some people do it. Good for them. I just can't do it. It's not my strategy. I try to keep it simple too. I'm like, I buy and hold. There's some plays that I like to do, but my portfolio is very small. Like you said, I do have 5 like that I keep around, like for the most part, like data, like the ones I mentioned. I mean, I got back in Tesla, like you said, you got into. There's certain stocks that I do like, but I just I'd like to trace some of them. And but Rocket Lab, no man. I want to sleep at night, and I want to be happy. If something crazy happens, I'm gonna be depressed, and it's gonna be very sad for me. It'll be worse than getting divorced, I think.
oh,
It'd be a heartbreak for me.
I'll be dead honest. My portfolio at the moment, I'm highest in Rocket Lab, then Arch and Joby, pretty similar. Then Tesla, and I'm adding Redwire. I always had a small position of Redwire, and then I dropped a little bit more today into Redwire. Then anyone that knows me knows my whole thing about holding the S&P. I have quite a bit in the S&P at the moment. I more or less use the S&P as a bank, and it's working quite nicely during this run, because anytime I just need capital and we see a stock sell off, say like if I want to get into ASTS today, the capital that I would have had sitting on the side, we've ran up. It's at least 7% since I've last bought into it. So I'm 7% up. Yes, I'm gonna have to pay tax on it. So
what are the taxes in Europe? How much? What's the percentage?
So
like 40?
40 if you hold it for less than a year.
Yeah, short term, but like goes down if you do long term.
And then goes down if you're
so
longer. Is it 30%? It could even be 25% if you hold it for
25. I think it's long. Okay, that's pretty good. How but there's some countries in Europe, right, that they don't tax you, right? Because I've seen some people that do YouTube videos and they're saying, I think Cash Potato is somewhere like Cash Investor or something like that. Like that he doesn't pay taxes. I think he says. Are there any countries
in
like
Europe,
that?
Are they?
Yeah, I think so.
I would have swore the EU would have made you pay tax, but maybe I'm wrong. I know the likes of the Middle East and that you don't have to pay tax, but
you go to Dubai.
Do you know what? Me and you will sit out in Dubai, my guy.
Tax-free heaven. I don't know. Like I'm sure there's some. Maybe people Monte Carlo. They said like maybe.
Bag says maybe Monte Carlo. Could be maybe. Or look, Luxembourg could be, but I know everything's mad expensive in Luxembourg, so it potentially could be Luxembourg because yeah, but isn't the central base of the EU around Luxembourg? I don't know. Then VASCNC says AT&T news, the dilution and their recent announcements of Palantir pushed me over the edge.
What was the AT&T news? I'm thinking he's talking about ASTS, right?
ASTS, yeah. I'm not that up on ASTS. I need to get Amperman back. I'd be lying to you if I start rambling on about it.
But you know what? It pushed me over the edge. Like we had a lady called Kathy Wood selling more Rocket Lab. But I think
Are you
the community says
anti-Kathy Wood?
Kathy Wood. They're like Kathy Woods, I call her. Yeah, she she's actually good news when she sells your companies.
Do you think?
I mean, she's good though. Like she makes some bad calls. I mean, she got into Rocket Lab when he was like in the 4, 6, 8. They added a lot. They were adding like weekly. They were adding multiple days a week for a long time when it was low. Where they've been selling now for like the past year. They've been selling now a lot, like for the past year. So,
but then
I don't know where they are.
That. Like, say with the likes of ARK and that, they have to be seen making money for their shareholders. So they can't just be seen sitting in the stock all day. And say Rocket Lab did collapse and they were just sat in it. Shareholders would be going ballistic at them for why'd you let it get up that high and take no profit. So it doesn't worry me too much when I see her selling. As long as she doesn't just clear off her old position and go, right, I'm out. Because we said that about Archer Aviation in the last stream.
Did she hold Archer too?
You what?
Does she hold Archer too in her portfolio? I think she did add it, right?
Archer is the 10th highest position in her in ARKK. And we said if she took off her whole position and jumped it into Joby, that could destroy a company.
She has Joby too, right?
She has she hasn't much Joby at all. It's in
more Archer.
ARKQ, is it? I don't know the specific one it's in, but she holds a significant more amount of Archer Aviation. Palantir announcements by AT&T, I mean, not directly ASTS. Also, the Starlink global outage helped. I have also been buying Rocket Lab at the dip. ASTS is only 3%. The thing that does worry me about ASTS, though, I've said it before, and I don't know, is it just because I'm not that up on ASTS? The thing that worries me is they completely dismiss the likes of Kuiper because they say they're space to mobile, but the rest are to fixed base, and then Starlink have done it. But the fact that Starlink have done it, if Amazon see it as profitable, won't they let Kuiper do it? And capital is not something Amazon are afraid to just throw at something. So
they got their money.
I wouldn't just dismiss the likes of Kuiper. I think ASTS is a good business from just the outside looking in, but that's the only thing I wouldn't dismiss the likes of Kuiper. Rocket Lab, you're 20%. That's actually quite strong, considering we had the OGs on, and some of them were as low as 20%. And I couldn't believe that.
It looks like ASTS is picking back up. Like they were all the way down to the 53s. They're back to 56.
Back to 56.
Yeah. So it's like it's not gonna hurt the stock too
much.
What
was it? 500 million? Were they raised?
Yeah, 500 million. Yeah.
And what's the market cap? What's their market cap at the moment?
The market cap?
Yeah. What's the market cap? Let's see if I can find it here.
Yes. 19.48 billion. It looks like they're recuperating a lot of the stuff. But sometimes when they do, he did a good. Who was it that they got in at 54? That was pretty smart. Well, a lot of companies when they do stuff like that, everything, I always said that it gets oversold, overbought. So this when this happen, everything gets oversold and it dies down so much. And if you're able to cash some of it at the very low, you're gonna bounce back right up. It's a good play, even if you want to make some quick money.
Because technically, with 500 million, it should go down 5%, and it dropped more than 10, did it?
No, now it's a 6%. It was probably like a 10% now. Yeah. So it'll come back up a little bit. So he did it. He's already making money. They got in today. That was good. That was a good call.
Then conservative millennial says, I'm looking to get into Rocket Lab position after earnings. That could be a dangerous one though, waiting. It could be very smart. Like if
Their
nothing new
earnings.
comes out and they announce a delay, I
Oh
could see it
man,
dropping back.
I don't
And
gamble
you
like
know
that.
what? If that happens, me and Francisco know what we're doing.
If it drops, oh my god. Like
I will
yeah.
throw the kitchen sink at it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I
Every
genuinely think I would liquidate the likes of my red wire. I'd liquidate my S&P. It
definitely
depends
will
how
liquidate.
low we go. I could
I
drop some.
got you're right 100% because I got red wire and like even though like right now I sold the STS, I do have like Rocket Lab, ASTS, and Redwire, like the top three in the sector in space that I think are the best companies. And I have Redwire like sitting at third place. But no, if something like that happens, I'm definitely liquidating my Redwire and I'm going over there.
Oh, and you know as well
No
it's going to
way.
be heavily, heavily oversold because
Oh yeah.
the market does not have patience. That's one thing it
Mm-mm.
doesn't have. And especially if you kick anything further than 6 months out, oh my God, these guys
Yeah.
cannot wait to get
Yeah,
out.
no patient. The market is very emotional. That's why, like, when the market was going down back in April, and the on X, we have like a group, and I'm like, well, if you think it's down, believe me, it can go lower. And I kept saying that for the next few, it could go lower. This thing's gonna take a little bit, and sometimes the market is like seasonal, man. It happens once or twice, at least twice a year. You see a pullback, and if you think you're cashing the bottom, you better believe it's gonna go down a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing when it's going up. Is it going up and you think, oh, I'm on the top? No, it's going to run a little bit more. The market is so emotional and it's so hard to call. It's just too hard. But I wouldn't gamble like with Rocket Lab after earnings. Oh, man, that's like me going to Hard Rock, like here at the casino, and like putting it all on black or red. I don't know. I think it's a 50-50.
Like, I wouldn't have even said do that. We know Tesla drops
Nah.
after most earnings, but I wouldn't have been comfortable if Tesla was something I just wanted to be in the whole time. My guy, something can drop our earnings. Like, even if we got a Neutron delay, yeah, but if he sprinkles that in with we've got a contract for the Golden Dome,
Yeah, it's over.
like,
It doesn't matter. Like it
it
won't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
I think most of the investors are already expecting a Neutron launch by the first quarter of 2026. Anyways, like I think that might even be priced in. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't care too much about it. But then you see the pictures that this kid is posting, like that. What is it? Wallab's Vantage.
Oh, wall
Where
advantage,
he,
yeah.
yeah, look it up. He posted one yesterday. They already have like they are. It's
The
like daily. They're
umbilicals and all
making
that
progress.
on it,
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah. They threw that on it. Yeah, like he posted a picture. Yeah, and that thing wasn't there like last week when he was there. I mean, even if they put pictures like that and give us updates of like Wallops and said like, all right, Wallops is open, the pad is open. I mean,
But
there's so
they're
many
in the
good news.
process of trying to get Neutron transported there.
I know,
Once
right?
it's there, we're going to see it upright pretty quick.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
do you know what? Once it's upright, I'm pretty excited. But at the same time, I don't think once we're upright, I don't think we're going to be waiting that long.
no, 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 no. I think so either. I mean, these guys you got to count, they got experience too, and a lot of it because they have like so many electro launches already under their belt. And they know what they're doing. I know it's a bigger rocket, but they know what they're doing. It's not like a new company, a brand new company for a launch, first rocket. It's not. But my bet will be that they'll have something for the quarter, and they're probably gonna give us some pictures. They might save the big news of the day, launch date, for August 27th. That's what I'm
Yeah, I
thinking.
seen you tweeted that earlier.
Because that's what I'm thinking. That's really what I'm thinking. I think that, and I think that's actually smart. And I'll tell you why. First of all, I don't think you want to give all your news during the quarter. You want to cover your financial stuff, anything other stuff. A lot of like, give us some pictures, blah blah blah. But for the stockholders meeting, I would like not only that, but we'll buy you like another month because it's like
Could you see
it'll buy you
them?
like more time to actually be closer to say, oh yeah, we expect the launch like by December, November, December, whatever. They'll buy them some time.
Could you see them putting out good news and then say at the shareholder meeting announcing dilution?
Oh man.
So like,
I mean, well, look, like
I
SDS
got a
just did
little bit
it.
higher.
If they do it, it's probably not a bad thing. Like we were
I'd
talking
want
about
them
this
to
the
do
other
it
day.
honestly for just de-risk the whole thing.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be bad right now. I guess look what happened with SDS. It went down 10%, but it's already only down 6%, and it's probably gonna keep going up. So it's probably not bad timing to do something like that. Yeah.
Like I want to
It
share
wouldn't matter to me.
something.
It wouldn't matter to me if they do something like that and it comes down like that. I'll probably buy more. So I'm lucky. I'm in a position that I have a lot of shares that if it goes down a lot, I can add, and if it goes up, I'm happy because I'm making money. It doesn't matter.
I did share this earlier. So General Stephen Whitening visited Rocket Lab, yeah. Then General Michael, how do you pronounce that? Geitling needs to submit the plans for Trump for the Golden Dome within 60 days. Rocket
Not
Lab
like 58
announced
days
a
now.
shareholder meeting on the 27th. Guys,
Yep. Yeah,
could
you better
that
count.
all tie
Yeah,
in
that.
together?
When was that last week? And then this week, like you got the one from today, him talking to the guy. They like pretty much put the Golden Dome that from Congress. Like you have that one.
That one.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah. So I mean, he met with the general. Now he's meeting up with this guy. And I tell people that there is something that a lot of people don't pay attention to, but we have that 3-star general on our board that I'm sure she has some connections. I'm sure she talks to that 4-star general. She came from the Space Force. It would be stupid to think she doesn't. But I
But
think those are all bullish stuff.
Why would Senator Kevin Kramer, put up a picture of Peter Beck and say he's talking to Rocket Lab if they're not going to work with them? That is literally like me saying to you, right, Francisco, do you want to have a deal with the Hustle Brothers? Then
we
put
got
a picture
something
of you
there.
up and then have nothing to do with you.
Liam, this guy, like somebody says that there's a new post by Rocket Lab on X. What is it about? Go, can you look and see?
There's a new post by Rocket Lab.
Let's go see.
Is it the one we were speaking about earlier? Oh my god.
What is it? What is it? Thanks, guys. Bro, this is good.
Oh, guys.
What is it?
Paulzilla.
Oh, update, pictures updates. Oh my god. I told you, man. What wasn't I was just talking about that they could give us pictures. Peter Beck is listening, bro.
Launch Context 3 is almost complete and on track for its official.
Oh my god, look how good that thing looks. Holy
Our team
crap.
in Virginia is deep into launchpad activation, going system by system to prepare test operations once flight hardware arrives ahead of Neutron.
Oh my god. What did they're opening this thing up for the quarters. Told you, earnings. They're gonna open this thing up and that's it. So that guy that was saying that he was gonna wait for the quarters for the earning call, I wouldn't recommend that. They're gonna be cutting a ribbon. They're gonna be cutting ribbons pretty soon, and they're gonna post it on the earnings call. I can tell you that right now.
Could be launching this year, and
that
I don't care what
thing
anyone
looks good as F. That looks good.
That is powerful. That has to get retweet, my guy.
Look how good that thing looks from the last pictures that we got from them. That looks really great. I'm very surprised. In a good way.
And then Vim, we need an announcement. Man. Let's fucking go. Yes, my guy.
Yeah, let's fucking go. It's right. Or can we say that? Sorry.
What's that doing after hours?
What will that do? I don't know. The stock is after hours. What is it? Probably nothing.
Pretty flat.
Nah.
But it has only just been dropped.
It's there 3 minutes. Like now, what's gonna happen is once they say it's open for business and they put the picture of them cutting the ribbon, that's definitely what you want to see. And they might be saving that for the earnings in 2 weeks. The earnings call is in 2 weeks, right? Oh man, I'm excited for that now. Oh boy.
So today we've got that general or that senator talking to Peter Beck, and then lo and behold, they've now put up a picture of Launch Complex 3. Is Neutron going to be involved in this whole Golden Dome delivering satellites?
Of course, Neutron's going to be involving everything, man. Neutron is going to be in it. These pictures, I'm like, I don't know. Neutron's going to be involved in anything. But you see what I said before? I'm like, bro, you studied our connections of the general, of the senators, congressmen, everybody, and tell them, bro, let me get some freaking helicopters from the Navy, or I don't know, put some of those breaches that the Army engineers do, like, and they can pop one open real quick and help us out because it's national security stuff. You guys want another launcher, so let's make it happen. I'm thinking they're having. I think they're having those conversations, to be honest. Because why not? Peter Beck's a smart guy, and everybody on that team is smart and got connections. So they should be having conversations of alternatives, how they can get it quick. Especially now that DoD they want another launcher.
And then WW says usually I expect a dip day after earnings, but with everything going on right now, it might push higher. Lots of possible news, and that's the thing. There's too many catalysts that could be said at the earnings.
We just said that.
Yeah,
we just said that.
Like they could have waited with that till the earnings, and that would have been like that would have fired us up.
Exactly. But can you imagine this? This is what I'm saying. They're probably gonna put a picture cutting the ribbon because, like, why would they post that today? They could have saved that for their earnings, so they have to have something else in their pockets. They're not gonna put this like 2 weeks before.
Yeah, why would you throw the kitchen sink out and then have nothing for the earnings? That'd be like me posting all the information we have on X and then coming live. Like it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Your boy said that the guy that was saying that he was gonna wait for after the earnings, he said, "Great, now I'm going to have to switch things around to allocate earlier."
Do you know what, my guy? Please don't. If it all goes wrong, don't blame me in Francisco.
Yeah, don't blame us. But like this company, like I don't know, it's hard to tell. Like I wouldn't be playing around with a company like this. Is what I'm saying. It could go either way. It could be a 50-50. But yeah, if you want in, if you love the company and you believe in them, playing for a few dollars here, a few dollars there is not a smart thing to do.
And what is 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Wait, nothing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So then we have Stepchild. Welcome. Bag says maybe Monte Carlo or Luxembourg. Puerto Rico is USA and a lot of tax advantages. Monte Carlo has no taxes, I think. Could be Monte Carlo then. Usually you expect... Oh, yeah, we've done that one. Monaco and Switzerland have the lowest capital gains in the EU. I know Monaco are meant to have pretty low. That's why all your millionaires live there.
Oh, you wanted to say something crazy? I just noticed on the pictures they posted.
Go on.
They're not even up to date with what the ones that like Vintage Wallops posted. They're missing the umbilical course. So this thing has to be even way farther than that. Like if you save a picture of this to your computer and then go to Vintage Wallops, and you'll see that 2 umbilical cores, they're not showing on these pictures.
Let me actually
get pictures.
These
pictures were out like maybe a few weeks back, a week or two back. So, oh boy, these people got something cooking here.
Imagine they could get the hardware there.
Oh, they will get it. I think that they're gonna work something out. They'll get it there. Let's see why Johnny's talking. Let's see. He said, like what happened here? Johnny says something about Korea trying to like. Did you see South Korea wants to build a lunar base? I haven't seen that, but like that's actually good if they partner with like Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab have worked with some companies from South Korea.
Yeah.
Japan, so anything to help Rocket Lab. Says something else after that.
How they announced after a high-end meeting between South Korea officials and New Zealand to work together in the space field.
See, that is very bullish, man. You guys are gonna make me buy more stocks of 48, 49. Like,
well, I was speaking to Francisco before this, and we were proper planning like how we're gonna deploy into Tesla. Do you know what? That could be going out the window, my guy. Especially, do you know what? If this does not run tomorrow, if this doesn't run tomorrow, my guy, I'll be ringing you up and like,
man.
nah, I couldn't hold it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. What else, Johnny said? Rocket Lab strategic for NATO.
Vass says they're not going to dilute unless it's necessary. Their books have much precision as their rockets. But the only thing is, they're not going to dilute unless they need it. But when they need it, it's going to be when the stock's not at its all-time high. So I would like a safety net there. Not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's what I would like. I'd be banging on that table saying, dilute me. Vass says, I'm telling y'all, they're going to launch on Halloween and call it Thriller. Oh, my God.
That's a good one.
That is going to be one of the best comments of the day.
He always has the good comments.
Yeah,
This dude,
always. I'm telling you, my guy.
It's good.
Yeah,
we had that, yeah.
So conservative millennial may have to switch things around to allocate earlier. Do you know what, my guy? Let us know how it gets on in a few weeks' time.
Well, Rocket Lab 48 now is picked up a little bit.
The thing that I would have been scared of. Say like things like this happen, yeah. So what are we? We're at 48 at the moment. Say we do pick up towards the 50, and then there's hype around the earnings. We could skyrocket up past an all-time high, and then even if we drop back lower than the all-time high, we could still be higher than 48. So
that's crazy. But
Rocket Lab is of strategic importance to US and NATO space.
100%.
It is significantly within US interest for them to succeed. All the cookies.
I agree. 100% agree with Johnny on that, and we've been saying that from the beginning, since Rocket Lab was like 4, and I'm like, oh, these people are a defense company, like the defense, that's where the money's coming from. Johnny, I know we had conversations about this, and Chris, like years back, we noticed this, and like, yeah, I agree with him 100% that Rocket Lab is a very important. I mean, the congressman said it, high importance. I agree with all of that, and that's why you want to be a Rocket Lab. There's too many news that can drop in the second half not to be in it. It's just too risky not to be in it. I mean, always, like you said, not financial advice, but that's what I think.
And then Johnny says, all the people saying SpaceX enough haven't even done enough due diligence to know the US government wants to avoid a monopoly of space access. And that's the thing, they won't want to get into this same problem that they've had with Trump at the moment, saying that Elon, what is it? They want to reduce the amount of contracts that SpaceX have, but a lot of them are vital. They'll never want to get into that problem again. So why would they keep giving SpaceX contracts if they're already encountering this problem? And I believe the problem probably will only get worse throughout Trump's time.
Right, yeah, of course. It's only been 6 months, so you know they're gonna keep bumping heads at some point. So,
and especially as Trump's term nears the end, and say Elon does start pushing through and wants to become more political, this is gonna get insane. So I do believe Rocket Lab are really well positioned. I've got another one for you that I put out today, and this isn't even talking about the Golden Dome. And people are going to think I'm flip-flopping here. But so many people reckon the reaction wheel customer is Amazon. So what I've pulled out today is if Amazon was the reaction wheel customer and there was a steep discount, it's actually really bullish knowing that Kuiper is in full steam rolling out. These satellites have a 7-year lifespan. 7 years does come around a lot faster than you think. And Rocket Lab gave them a 90% discount. However, this won't always be the case. In 7 years' time, Rocket Lab is going to be a completely different business, and it's going to be incredibly strong. And then, why would Amazon want to change the design of Kuiper if Rocket Lab did provide the constellation with these reaction wheels? This whole deal could be a money printer for Rocket Lab in the long run, which is much bigger than anticipated. Yes, we were wondering about the 90% discount, but that 90% discount may not always be the case. Then, have I anything else that was really juicy. Yeah, so we had.
It's a lot of news that we got to cover. We all excited with the pictures and like
I
we for the
know.
congressman, but there's a lot of stuff, man, that comes out. Like space is getting hot. There's a lot of people like I remember they told you, how can you do the news every day? How can you like do a live stream every day? Because while there's
I
news
started
coming out
doubting
every
myself at
day.
the start when even the OGs were coming on and saying, "How are you going to do this every day?" And I thought to Chris, I was like, "Have we bitten off more than we can chew?" No way. There's always going to be news, and this is just Rocket Lab. Like, if we start getting into all the space companies, my guy. But this is massive with Neutron coming to the pad. We could not only see green lights quicker, but also for future launches going forward. The space race really heating up because Trump wants to eliminate or expedite environmental rules for rocket launches. We know that SpaceX with Starship had that problem for ages with having their launch delayed because of the environmental impact of what Starship done to the launch pad. Was it their first launch where they blew the pad to bits? And even when you have any rapid unscheduled disassemblies, if you land outside the hazard zone, next thing you trigger an environmental report too. Then I have, has it always been staring us in the face that the vehicle is the ideal vehicle for the Golden Dome? So back in, was it 2023, Rocket Lab received 24.35 million from the US Space Force for the intent of Neutron being used for the NSSL program. This was purposely built for national security missions.
Yeah, for sure.
Then
that money was used for that mission. Like you see that mission, the Air Force research lab got that contract that they gave Rocket Lab.
Yeah,
that came out. Some of that came out from this funding because that money went to develop the second stage. Because then what they wanted was that the mobility part of it. They want to go from point A to point B, so point to point launches, and that's they're being involved in that. I mean, even last year, like the Air Force Research Laboratory, they gave another $8 million, $8.5 million for more money for research for the engines. I think for upgrades, so they've been giving them money, and there's a deal with some Department of Transportation or something, but they said there was a deal, but they didn't put out an amount. I don't know if there was just like they talked about a deal, but there was no money set up. Maybe they need to meet certain goals, I think, or something. They didn't talk about an amount of money. Which contract was that? But they obviously the government wants Neutron, and they really are after that. It's gonna happen.
it has to happen. And then I've pulled out the acceleration of the Golden Dome is key to getting the project off the line before Trump finishes his term. This could mean significant revenue via contracts for Rocket Lab within the next 3 years. And this is something most valuation models you see absolutely anywhere on Rocket Lab have not factored in. Before Trump came to office, there was no valuation on a Golden Dome. We've now added the Golden Dome to this. We were talking yesterday, it's projected to be 175 billion, but some people are reckoning it can be 500 billion to $1 trillion to actually get it done.
Oh, it could be crazy. And then 2 days ago, remember the article that I posted? I think got 75,000 views, bro. The one I found. That thing, like everybody's interested in the Golden Dome, bro. Everybody is. If you're in space, you have to be interested in Golden Dome because you want to take a slice of that pie. And like, I mean, remember like that thing, it just bumped up that Golden Dome budget right now to 39, almost 40 billion already. And nobody, I mean, we don't know anybody that got a contract yet. So, I mean,
but just think of the
it's going
amount
to be a lot of money.
Not only about the contracts, the amount of investors. Yeah, you put up some post yesterday and the reach you got on the post just because it said Golden Dome all over it as well. Everyone is going to want to jump into Rocket Lab if a contract gets announced with them. What else did I have there? Oh yeah, we had Wallop's Vantage pull out. Sorry for the massive scare to give everyone with Haste last night. It was a very random, unknown launch, and ultimately was not.
Oh yeah. I found that because I'm part of the group in Facebook too, and it came out actually Facebook. This lady lives by like Chris. She lives by LC2, and I guess she heard like a banging something out, and she said that she ran out and she was able to put some, to take a few pictures, and she posted it on. It's like a next group that we have on Facebook, and she posted it there. Now reach out to these guys and told them, hey, you guys know anything about that? Reach out to Wallace Vantage, and we were trying to like do some research about it. And at first we thought it might be, but then Wallace Vantage figured out that no, it's just a sound of rocket. So thanks for that, for him figuring that one out.
No, a big shout out to Wallop Vantage. I'm happy that no one jumped on his back there. Wallop Vantage does share us pictures every single day, and we all make
great
mistakes.
Pictures,
and he's only a young fella as well. So I'm happy that no one's jumping on the back of him.
I love his pictures. Johnny made some great comments here.
This was another one here and all. So Mopbox did put up Rock Lab and Stoke Space have been contacted in relation to Golden Dome contracts. Reuters report this morning, and that was what, 3-4 days ago. Officials reached out to the new entrants of the rocket company Stoke Space and Rocket Lab.
So you got officials contacting, and then you have officials on pictures that they're actually talking. I mean, you really want to wait for the earnings call? I don't know. There's something cooking. Even if it doesn't happen on the earnings call, it's going to happen. There's something being worked behind the scenes.
And the fact that Rocket Lab have then felt like on what day is today? Thursday. Thursday's normally their PR day, to be fair. But on a Thursday, they put out after hours that they're still on track for the opening and they're waiting flight hardware to come in. Look, if there's any thought of a delay there, I think they'd be starting to prepare us for a delay, so it doesn't come as a big shock to anyone. If there was a delay, it wouldn't surprise me if you did start hearing rumors about a dilution, because they would know it would drop. I just don't think there's going to be that much of a delay at all. I really don't.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Especially like I think a lot of the people and I think even Peter Beck was worried more about all the infrastructures and everything to be done, and it looks like they're gonna be done. And like all the hard parts of the rockets probably built already. We're just not seeing it because they don't share a lot of the stuff like a Firefly's relativity that they put a picture or video every freaking day. Like Rocket Lab just doesn't do that. But you see progress you're just gonna see Neutron on the pad, pretty much. That's what you're gonna see. You don't see all these parts being built, and then you're just gonna see something.
And you know what? I'm the biggest man for wearing my heart on my sleeve. And I know, like, sometimes that's not a great thing in investing, but I am really optimistic that we're going to get to the pad this year.
Oh no, I think so too. I will, 100%. Even if it doesn't launch, it's gonna be on the pad for sure, 100%. I think.
Then I also want to share.
That one was good too.
Yeah. So the payload for Rocket Lab Symphony in the Stars has been catalogued as Lyra 4, confirming indeed it was Lyra Block 1 satellite for EchoStar. And I think it was Tran that put that out pretty early. It was like the Latin for Symphony or something like that. It was wild.
Try and figure it out real quick.
And it was this looks like the Lyra satellite and everything. It was unbelievable.
Tran is freaking good. But then you see on that picture they have that violin, but you see the photon like right on it.
Oh yeah.
You notice that? That's actually pretty good. But yeah, man, like we know it's EchoStar, and I think we've been working on I'm trying to do some research what EchoStar is gonna do, right? Like if Rocket Lab is gonna be able to do something with EchoStar, I guess.
EchoStar, if I remember, was very like. Let me double
EchoStar
check.
is having their problems with financially, I think, but they have a lot of spectrum. That's what it is, right? We were like speculating. There's a lot of speculation as to like what are they gonna do with all the spectrum that they have.
That was it, yeah. And
yeah, you
so I remember Chris asking Ampan Man, would it be of benefit to them, and what if Rocket Lab bought them out? And because didn't they have the spectrum that no one else had?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. So maybe that's why Rocket Lab needs to go ahead and get more money out of the market. Do another round and maybe get an EchoStar. For that, I think that would be bullish. We get that spectrum. It's pretty much like that. That's something that they're missing, unless they're gonna partner. And Spike Lee said it in one of the conferences that they're either gonna have to buy somebody out, or they're gonna have to partner up with somebody for spectrum. You know? Johnny got a good one saying Rocket Lab meeting with several congressmen is way more bullish than people are giving credit to, and I agree with him. I mean, you see the generals walking around the Rocket Lab like factories, and then you see, I'm sure Peter Beck had meetings with the DOD and the generals, and now you see him talking to not anybody. You see Peter Beck talking to congressmen. That has to be bullish. It's just crazy.
My whole timeline is them pictures. I'm trying to see is there anything else major. Oh no, that's an old one. But let me get back to the comments. So Stepchild says, get a dog in the fight, then adjust. Yeah, that's more or less how I like to play my stocks. Do you know who was a good one we were speaking to before was Scott O when he said about the give a shit position? I really believe in that. I know I got a little bit of questioning from some of the guys on X, like why not do your due diligence first? And then but no, I really do see where he's coming from with this. Johnny says Rocket Lab meeting with several congressmen way more bullish than people think. Yep. And then SpaceX doing environmental assessments by putting headphones on seals was hilarious.
This guy.
Peter Beck meeting with Congressman Kramer is huge. He's a huge advocate of there being competition in the space industry for government contracts. He's done prior work with the SDA and the Space Force. Do you know what, Johnny? Don't make me any more bullish, because I will be just like putting in orders for like my go.
You're about to call the bank and get some loans, some personal loans. But believe it or not, believe it or not, I told you something. When Rocket Lab was like a 4, I'm like, fuck. I did thought about it. I'm like, should I fucking get a personal loan? Should I be this crazy and buy some Rocket Lab up 4? Just go fucking crazy. And I mean, it would have paid up big, I think. But I just don't gamble like that. I'm not a gambler. It would have paid out, but I did believe the company. I believe in the company, believe in Peter Beck, and I just still do. But I don't know if I'm that crazy. I'm not conservative, I will say like that, but I'm not that crazy either.
Like, you know what? I'm in the middle. Looking back, it is amazing, yeah. But when we were sitting at $4, it's exactly like buying it at 48 today.
Oh yeah.
Looking up, because if I told you a year ago we'd be sitting at $48, you would have said, "Ooh, that's extremely bullish."
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. And like I said,
would be a dangerous thing.
I still keep my infinity symbol on my next upgrade, like target. I just don't know where this thing is gonna go. I just don't know. People are asking me, I don't know. I was telling you the story of somebody that I know, and he kept telling me, "Oh, I'm trading it. Like it goes down $2, and I buy and sell." I'm like, "Bro, you're gonna get caught up in between that stuff. This thing can take off, and you're gonna stay behind." And it happened. He got cut, and I'm like, "I told you." You can't be playing like that with this company. It's just a hard one to do that. imagine any big news, the Neutron, their own constellation, any big contracts with our commercial company, the DoD contract, Golden Dome. It's just so much out there that can happen. It's just contracts in Europe, ESA. It's just so much that could happen. A lot of calories out there. It's too risky for me to be messing around with Rocket Lab like that.
Well, I remember when Palantir even initially first went up to like $25. You had some people calling saying like it went up way too quick. Like we just don't know where this is going to run. No one has valued in this whole Golden Dome project, and it won't be long before we do start getting analysts bumping up these price targets, and then the whole market trying to play catch up with it. Like, do you know what? As Stepchild says, get a dog in the fight, then adjust.
That's true.
Rocket Lab is going to have it so easy. SpaceX is going to be the old man saying how hard it was back in my day.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing with that is they are sort of entering uncharted territory where like no one has done it before. So I don't know. I think we're going to start seeing a lot more differentiation between Rocket Lab and SpaceX going forward.
Possible.
Isn't the Golden Dome deal proposal on a 30-day deadline to prep, 60-day to deliver? Oh my God! Prep. If it's
by August 27th,
that would come in before the shareholder meeting.
Yeah, I will put it right there before that. Yeah, you're right.
And are you telling me that they're not going to tell Rocket Lab until they release it to the public? That rocket. I'm telling you, like, you can't just get, especially if you want all this infrastructure up in the next 3 years, you can't be like waiting to pick your providers. You're going to let your providers know ASAP. I'm pretty sure if they're going to get deals, I reckon Pete is fully aware, like, get ready.
I'll tell you why, like, we haven't got any contracts like in a year, a little bit over a year now. Any contracts for new satellite contracts, I'm saying. Launches, we are getting launches contracts. But in a way, I think that's actually going to come out as a good thing at the end of the day, because now when Peter Beck's talking to all these congressmen, he's telling them, hey, we got the space in the factory to build all the satellites that you need, and we can push them out because they already have built so much and sending them out that there's space to build something out there. I'm sure they're working on something. They're working on those satellites. They have to be doing something because we haven't heard another contract. I know those global star satellites, almost all of them are out the door already. And pretty much the only ones they're working on is the SDA. That's pretty much the only ones they're working on. No more BARDA, no anything. So all that space in the factory floor can be used for Golden Dome or something else for the satellites.
But remember how quick the stock moved on the SDA deal? Imagine if they came out one day and said, look, we've doubled our backlog, or we've got a $2 billion deal to use these satellites.
And that could happen tomorrow.
Yeah,
that could happen any day, and that's why you don't want to be cut like out, like trying to trade the stock. Oh no, I'm gonna
and especially the fact that they've said like they've 30 days to prep and 60 to deliver. It's gonna start coming out pretty quick, and you'll start getting rumors, or you'll start getting pictures of more meetings taking place, and Peter Beck being present with all these congressmen.
They are being nice, giving us pictures. So I mean, they're giving you something out there. Don't say that they didn't tell you. We'll be like, I didn't know.
That guy doesn't have to put a picture out. Like,
I know, right?
I highly doubt they're going to put a picture out of someone they're not going to work with, because why would you? It'd just be stupid. And Peter knows, PR-wise, that'd be a stupid move, because, and Peter wouldn't let that happen. Like, if they said to him, "There's no way you're getting this deal," there's no way Peter would let them put a picture of him out having a meeting there, because he knows how much that would hurt the stock price. Because it looks like you're artificially trying to pump it. if you're saying you're at all these meetings and then you just don't get it.
Yeah,
that
but
PLC, I can't remember the time frames. People also sleep on the New Zealand aspect in global politics. Strengthening our allies and Trump getting another tariff deal is big. And that's another thing. Like we're talking about the likes of the Golden Dome, but then we were talking yesterday about the UK want their version. And once we see the Golden Dome roll out, if Rocket Lab have done it for the US, Rocket Lab have a good relationship with the likes of the ESA. So I can imagine most of the European countries that want some sort of Golden Dome will use the likes of Rocket Lab. Say if the likes of a Korea want to use them, like
yeah.
it's much bigger than just the Golden Dome itself for the US, and that is insane. Now, any other Golden Dome probably won't have
I
as
think
much
you're saying that, like, there was another news that I sent you about the Space Force trying to like downgrade, I guess, some ratings and some other stuff like that. The categories of top secrets and stuff like that. They're trying to downgrade it so they could.
Will you
share
resend that to me? I can't remember where it was.
Yeah, send it to you. It's on the shot. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. I guess I have so many news that are like, it might be on my page then. It was a lot of news today. I mean, if you click on my page, you'll probably find it.
Up here now.
Yeah, if you go down on my page, let me send it to you now.
Oh, I see you have with Astroforge and the Rocket Lab reaction wheels.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. You got to go down a little bit more. But I'll send it to you. I just DM you.
Oh, is this it here? US Space Force is tackling long-standing overclassification practices.
Yeah, exactly. And that's so they can do to improve collaboration internationally, So that's kind of like what you're talking about. So that's going to help that.
So we have it here. So Space Force is challenging overclassification practices. So we have US Space Force tackling long-standing overclassification practices to improve collaboration and interoperability with allied nations in an increasing complex space environment. It's just heating up. Space is the new big dog around.
Heating up. I'm told there's a lot of news. It's like there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we had yesterday the Blast guy doing deals with Latin America, which like I even, I'm crazy. I even sent information to Rocket Lab. I'm like, you guys need to look into Latin America because I knew that all the countries down there, they're partnering with each other and they're making their own like space agencies all together. Now, maybe a Rocket Lab will be a good fit because they got a cheaper like Electron rocket they can use, all their stuff. But I guess Black Sky jumped in right into that too, and like now they got a contract with Latin America. And every contract, I think, is a good thing.
Have you seen Lockheed Martin may offer Orion as a commercial?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Man, that thing is not even good to come back. Like, they have to fix that thing first.
Like, guys, let me share this. Lockheed want they says they may offer Orion as a commercial service.
I really when I see it.
Welcome back to 2005. One guy is, but
yeah. How long haven't they been working on that? And then like the re-entry on that thing, that thing was falling apart, and it's just crazy. I don't know.
Have you actually seen as well? The House appropriated their interest in alternatives to the SLS upper stage. So they want NASA to examine alternatives to the new upper stage for the SLS, despite an uncertain long term.
I wonder
is this thing ever going to actually do anything, or is it just going to be Starship?
So they're looking at options, but then Lockheed's trying to sell it as a commercial. That is crazy. Like, yeah, NASA doesn't want it. Let's make a commercial. Like, yeah, right. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's dead in the grass,
Yeah. What about the news about from China? Did I say
about? Let me see it.
I just DM you that news too. It's just so much, man. It's just crazy.
Mate, there is so much about at the moment. So the China.
That one is interesting. I just DM you on X.
You've just DM me, have you?
Yeah, I'll just resend this so you can have it.
Guys, how are we feeling about the whole Golden Dome? How are we feeling about where Rocket Lab is going? Do you think we are overly bullish? Do you think we're getting overly hyped about the whole thing? Or
and I was bullish, but like obviously,
oh my
like
god, I remember this. Yeah,
I think everything is getting me more bullish, like for sure.
So,
well, why wouldn't you? With all this news, with all the people visiting Rocket Lab talking to congressmen, and not just anybody. Peter Beck, they met Peter Beck. It's not like one of his board of directors. He's him himself going to probably sell this thing to them. That is crazy to me.
So, you have put, we need to get the Golden Dome going ASAP. A lot of great info here. If you have any time to read this one, please do. China's new Mach 20 weapon can strike in 30 minutes and global defenses are helpless. Yeah. Mach 20, that's 20 times the speed of sound.
Oh, yeah, that's super fast.
You ain't shooting that thing down. Like, you need something that can disable it.
Yeah, they have to figure something out with that one. Yeah. So, but the article is really good. It's pretty long though, but it's good. But it's another reason why we need to hurry up and get this Golden Dome started. You know, and this is gonna help the Haste program. This is gonna help the Golden Dome, like the satellites, everything.
Well, what did you think about the proposal I suggested? So, I found quite a few hypersonic rockets that do need testing, but they're all heavier than the Electron can carry. So the Electron can carry 700 kilos.
700 kilos yeah. Below, yeah.
Neutron would be able to open its hatch up, let the rocket out. Like, what can we carry? Is it 13 to 15 tons?
Yeah, but I mean, they're not going all the way up. So I'm assuming, yes, 13. You're talking about like 13 tons, yeah, like that Neutron.
Yeah.
But remember, they're not going all the way out of space. So he could, like, because usually Electron carries only 300. And I think they can actually now carry 320. They haven't posted it like officially. Oh, we said the word officially. They haven't posted it officially on the webpage. But they had improvement on the batteries, and I think that has some improvements to where like they could probably like be carrying like around 320 now kilograms. So that's regular to go to put something on orbit. But for the Haste program, they do double. They do 700.
Yeah.
So imagine that. So now you're talking about Neutron could do like 26, 30, something crazy, maybe 30.
And like some of them I was looking at yesterday, like some of the Russian ones are 2 tons, the missiles, but they were going all the way up to like 11 tons for some of these missiles.
Neutron will be able to carry that one, no problem.
So could you see Neutron being used for hypersonic testing? Would then be the next question.
Well, they could if they need to test something bigger, depending how big it is for sure. I don't see why not.
But then would someone pay the likes of 50 million to get it tested?
What would they test on that though? Like, yeah, I don't know.
Most of them are intercontinental ballistics, so they're big boys.
So you want to test the intercontinental on a Neutron? Why don't you just do a solid state rocket and like just
you could and just fire it up in one go.
Just fire it up, yeah. Huh. And in one go, you said? In one go,
and then Conservative Millennials says bullish Rocket Lab over Blue Origin.
I've been bullish Rocket Lab like since the beginning. I don't even know. Blue Origin for me, and I hope I don't offend anybody. Blue Origin is almost like a joke that they got that much money. They were established. they were established in 2000, and really the only thing that they're putting up there is freaking celebrities every month. I mean, like for me, that's just I can care less. I don't
I
even like
think
celebrities. I
Bezos
don't
got
follow
bored.
celebrities.
Bezos got bored, and he was like, "You know what? Let's go to space." Like,
I just Blue Origin. I can care less. Hopefully, they do the new Glenn just because they're gonna do the Mars mission for us.
the escapade.
But then after that, I can care less about them.
No, I was thinking about it. The escapade's going to be like 29 months long, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a long
We're
mission.
still not nowhere with it.
Yeah. Where's New Glenn? They were supposed to launch next month, and I haven't even seen like a hot fire. That thing is not gonna launch. That thing is not going anywhere. That's why you know. And let me tell you something else. If New Glenn and Blue Origin were going somewhere, like all these congressmen and all these generals will be talking to Bezos. But I mean, Bezos is not even into that. Bezos is having fun in Italy, getting married by like renting the whole island of Venezia. Like he's
He
not.
sent his wife up on the last New Shepard, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah,
he's not
supposedly,
getting
yeah.
involved in any of this talking with congressmen and all that. He doesn't need to.
He's not focused like Peter Beck is. He already made his money, and like he's not a space guy like Peter Beck, unfortunately. Yeah. So me, Blue
But like,
Origin, I
I
hope
would
they do
think
it.
with the likes of Blue Origin, like, why are they not going full steam ahead to try and get Kuiper up there? But like, I just
Because they can't, because there's something not working with that rocket. I don't know. It only makes sense, right? And that's the other problem that I saw with ASTS when they got that big contract. Oh no, we're gonna get New Glenn. I'm like, nah, man, that thing. I don't know. I can't trust that.
it'd be
So they're
better
gonna
going
have
up
to end up.
a Virgin Orbit, get that back out of retirement.
Virgin orbit. They're gonna have to end up using Falcon 9 too. I don't know. Yes, Kuiper is Amazon Kuiper is using Falcon 9 now, and I think ASTS is gonna have to go straight up Falcon 9 too. There's, I mean, New Glenn is not gonna be launching multiple
Imagine the
times a year
scenes
anytime soon.
in the ASTS community if they ever inquired about using a Neutron for it.
Oh, no, that's possible. I thought it was possible. I think they just it's gonna take some years because
Yeah,
at the beginning we're not even gonna have the capacity to launch all these people that want to launch. To be honest, there's so many things to launch into space right now. There's more. There's the supply and demand is just crazy right now for that. There's not enough rocket launchers right now at the moment for all the stuff that needs to go up there.
and then Johnny says, "Follow the money. This jump in share price wasn't retail alone. Big
I
players
agree with
jumped
him.
in."
As a matter of
Yeah,
fact,
that's the move.
retail was being kind of dumb, like they call dumb money, but some retail was selling. And you know what the big guys were
Oh
doing? The big guys were
no,
just
no, no,
going
no,
out
no!
there and grabbing everything.
I actually
Yeah.
I haven't spoke to you about this. Did you see across X and you had some people celebrating the pullback that they had called it and they had sold off at the top and all this? And all I was sat back thinking was like, I have no problem with people taking profits. No problem at all. I couldn't care less
Oh no
whether you
no
sold
no.
your whole position. But I
I agree.
hate that people taking profit and then rubbing it in everyone's faces that they called the top. And it was only the next day then we pumped up again. And look, with the likes of this news, unless they get back in, and considering where were we, by the time they pay tax, if they want to jump back in, they're more or less where they started.
Yeah, you just don't know. Like you could probably make a quick trade of a small amount of shares, maybe to make a little bit of cash. But like, yeah, if you have sell a whole position and like you're in trouble with your taxes, then that's a big problem. I don't want to have that problem. But then again, it's like you said, like yeah, they saw all the top and they were saying it because it went down to 45. But right now we're back at 48. And that
Yeah.
thing can jump to 50, 53, like
And I'm telling you, the closer we get to that 53 again, next thing, the spark will reignite. And
bro,
people
they
are gonna
show.
push that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the day that they show a picture or even the Vantage Wallops Vantage of a part of Neutron getting
That
across
the
the
island.
Wallops on the island, forget about it. It's gonna be crazy. So, do you really want to be trading your stocks like that? Unless you can really like people
Joe,
try to time it, but it's hard to time. I wouldn't want to
what
time it and be
advantage
like, I'm gonna
do you
sell
have?
today and like buy it like in September. There's no way you could time that. There is no freaking way.
I'm gonna reach out to Wallet's advantage, and I'll say, right, mate, when you see that hit the island, you give me a call straight away. We'll like we'll sell the house and throw everything on it, and then put the picture up, my guy. This thing is gonna go through the roof. Anyone that says we can militarize space has no idea that it already happened with hypersonics. I think it's only going to get bigger.
No, but my opinion, you might be right. The top secret stuff is probably out there. I'm not sure. Nobody ever told me this. Maybe I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. How could I say that? I don't know. Something tells me that there's probably something out there.
Something tells me yes, there is something orbiting us right at the moment.
Yeah, it has to be, man. We got like, I mean, how long have we had that X-37 from Boeing going out there for like, it stays out there for like a whole year? I mean, just think about that. Nobody really knows what that thing is doing or what's carrying. As far as I know, that thing is carrying some hypersonic missiles that nobody knows. I'm speculating here. I know it's nobody told me this. This is all speculation. I don't want to get in trouble.
But wouldn't it be perfect? Look, this has gone very dark. But do you know, if you are the likes of the US, when you're capable of doing something like that, they'd be able to deploy a hypersonic missile. They're above your country. They're not in your airspace. And radar won't pick it up because it's coming from above you. It'll be outside the atmosphere, so radar won't pick you up. It's exactly like when you follow a rocket on a flight telemetry. As soon as it goes outside the atmosphere, you can't pick it up. This thing's dropping from above you. You have no time to react.
That thing's gonna come like more than Mach 20. The thing's gonna drop on you. They got some kinetic like energy, like stuff like that. I think that they were playing with. But I mean, think about it. Like there is, everybody knows this Area 51. There's stuff like this top secret programs. This comp works over at Lockheed, and yeah, what we know is not the whole story. What they got, and it makes sense for our government not to show all the cards. If you really think about it, what would I want to show you?
Because they'll just find something to counter it if that's the case.
I want to have some weapons that if I do, I have them in space, and he's the fan. I have those weapons that nobody knows about, and I just use them. But I only use them if I need to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And like people are going to say that it'd be illegal and stuff like that. Do you know what? In World War II, when they dropped the nuke, was that legal? Like
everything's illegal until
everything goes. This has gone very dark very quickly.
Yeah. But yeah.
Peter Beck is okay with Golden Dome as it's defensive in nature, but it's reluctant to use Electron, Haste, Neutron satellites for offensive tactics. Yeah, that is completely true, my guy.
That is completely true. We agree with that, but nothing stops RKLB technology from like being contracted by a prime.
Yeah,
they know how to do stuff. They could supply like a part of like a solid state booster or something. I don't know. They don't have to be the guys doing it or their name, the stamp on their stuff, but they could partner with somebody and just supply some of the parts for something. I don't know. They have worked with Rock. I've worked with Rock quite a bit. Oh man, I have to roll.
That's all good, my guy.
Man.
No, that's 100%. And then VCNC says that's where Kratos comes in, and it is. But guys, I want to thank Francisco for being here tonight. He always covers when duty calls. Thank you so much, my guy. Do you want to come to the earnings with us, or are you going to be flat out? You'll probably be flat out, are you?
I don't know. We'll see. All right, let me let you guys go, everybody. Francisco, thank you, Liam, and everybody have a great night. And tomorrow's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, my name is Liam, one of the Hustle Brothers here. Here, my good friend Francisco. Make sure to smash the subscribe button on the way out, and also hit up like. I'll see you tomorrow.